Welcome back to Part-Time Disc Golf. Today I'm going to compare two drivers from Thoughtspace Athletics, the Vodum. The Vodum comes from Thoughtspace Athletic. They started out as an apparel company with some really cool designs, and then about 3 years ago they started to branch out and make their own discs. They're now starting to put out some pretty cool discs, and I personally can't wait to get my hands on the new driver that they just put out, the Synapse, which you can order at tudiscgolf.com. All right, let's dig into the review. We're gonna start with the Aura Vodum. The numbers on this are 8.5, 5, 0, and 2. The plastic, I would say, is kind of a combination between like a Champ and Star plastic. If I'm relating it to Innova, it feels really good. It's got good grip on it, and it looks like it's got very good durability with it too. I'd say these numbers are pretty accurate. It's got some great glide. It goes very straight, but it really shines on hyzer lines, throwing it flat and having it hyzer out. This thing holds up really well in the wind. On these shots, I had some really strong headwind, and man, this thing fought that headwind and still had a hyzer release at the end. This is a great kind of workhorse driver. They say this is a bridge between a fairway driver and a distance driver, and I would say that is pretty accurate. You could use this on some great distance shots, or you can also use it on some shorter approach shots. The Vodum really shines on hyzer lines, throwing it flat and having it hyzer out, and then also did a really good job of fighting out of an anhyzer line and giving you a really good flex line. I didn't use it a whole lot on sidearms, but it did pretty good. Now I would say this disc really shines on like a 320 to 350 foot shot. This shot right here was about 320 feet, and as you can see, I was in parked range for an easy birdie. To sum up the Vodum, this is a great workhorse driver that you guys can put in your bag today. You're gonna get a lot of use out of this thing. It's gonna give you some great flex shots in the woods. It's gonna give you some great hyzer shots through the woods too. And if you take it out on an open course, you can trust this baby in the wind. It's gonna fight that wind and give you a good, reliable hyzer fade at the end every single time. What a good disc, and what an even better design. That's pretty cool. Next, we're gonna look at the Nebula Ethereal Vodum. Say that 10 times fast. The numbers are the same on this one, 8.5, 5, 0, and 2. I'd say those numbers are very accurate. Although this one might be a touch more of a straight flyer, but not by much. Both of these discs flew very similar to each other. However, I would say that the Nebula is maybe a touch more of a straight flyer, and I feel like from what I've heard online that this is going to break in a little bit more easily than the Aura plastic too. Now this one didn't do quite as good on a headwind. You can see on this shot that it turned over pretty easily, even though it did give me a little bit of a hyzer at the end. This one did equally great on hyzer lines. Throwing it flat, it would hyzer out too. And then of course, putting it on an anhyzer line, this thing fought out as good as the other Vodum also. This one shined really good on this 320 foot hyzer shot. And as you're gonna see, it put it even a little bit closer. What a great disc. To sum up the Nebula Ethereal Vodum, this is a great reliable companion. The grip on this one is very good also. I would say that these as a combination are gonna go into my bag. I'm gonna count on the Aura to be my more stable version of the Vodum. And then I believe this Nebula is a little bit more understable, not by much. And I have a feeling that this is gonna break in a little bit easier too. We'll wait and see, and I'll update you guys on that one too. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Next week, I will be doing a giveaway, so make sure you tune in. If you'd like to get one of these discs, head on over to tudiscgolf.com. Use the code RIDER2022 for 5% off. We got these discs and more available there now. Aura. Aura.